What is happening, guys? Welcome back to another video here in Wicked Garage. As you can see in front of me, we are going to be starting another flatbed build. A little different than what we normally do, but make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Like, comment, share, and let's get into it. So they already put on the back bumper plate, hitch plate, and that's all welded to the frame and everything. So when we put the actual bed on, we're gonna have to notch it out over this weld and over that. It's about a ½ inch up over that, so it's not a big deal. But what we're gonna be doing is a hot shot style flatbed, I guess you can call it. We're gonna have the regular, you know how they have the center of the frame pretty much covered, and then we'll have a 6-inch plate on the outside, our cross members on the inside, and our bottom mounts on the inside as well. Then we're gonna have a diamond plate top, headache rack. We're gonna do some diamond plate fenders, and then we're gonna do some lights that come off of the back of the bed itself, and do a 2 or 3 light setup. Same with the top, 2 or 3 lights. Not quite sure yet. Sort of have it designed, which I'll show you in a second. But yeah, pretty simple bed, not anything crazy. Only thing we have to do is we got 2 weeks to do this, get this built, prepped, mounted, and then pretty much color matched. So this is a dark carbon, carbonized metallic paint, gray metallic, and F450, brand new. And yeah, it's gonna be color match, and I think it's gonna look real sick when it's done. A little bit different than what everybody else does. Plus it gives him down the road, if he does want to mount a box up front, he has the option to do that as well. So anyway, enough talking. Well, let's get into it. Side plates are all good, everything's square, everything measures correctly. We measured multiple times just to make sure. Remember, measure twice, 3, 4 times, make sure everything's where you want it. Tack it first and then measure it again, and once everything is set where you want it, then fully weld it out. Right now we just have everything tacked together. We have the front lower of the headache rack, which is cut at 76. We accounted for the 2-inch on each side for the box tube, and we might leave that open, debating on how it is, just as like a little breather for the headache rack, so the tube doesn't you know, get water in it, condensation and all that stuff, and sort of like bubble out or bend out or anything during the winter. Other than that, everything is tacked. It's ready to get on there. The only thing that we have to do before we actually put it onto the truck is we have to blow out holes in here so that we can get the bolts down into the front 2 bracket cross members, and then we can bolt everything on, make sure everything fits correctly, and start getting the fenders all laid out and everything. All right, guys, so as you can see, I cut the 4 windows out that I was telling you about. That way you can get the bolts in and be able to bolt this down to the frame. Obviously, because I don't want to cut holes on the outside, it would look a little cheesy. So I figured just cut it on the inside, that way you can access it. And you can get a wrench in there, tighten it down, and do whatever you need to do to mount this on the front. Now, one thing I did forget to do, which isn't a big deal because we could just put a spacer in, which I believe I already planned for that, but you can see there is sort of a few like stiffeners or over plates that go over. They're 1/4 inch thick. So when you get back here, the first beam is on a 1/4 inch, and the second, third, and fourth are obviously on a lower plane. So all we're going to do is make a spacer for the bottom, and then we can put it on here. We'll drill a hole there, and then we'll just weld it on the other ones so that those are in place. I might go down and make like sort of a run and then go another run right there. Not quite sure yet. I guess when I get it on the truck, I'll sort of figure out what it needs, because you're going to be seeing a little bit through there, which isn't really a big deal because you're going to see through here anyway. But yeah, so we're going to mount this up on a forklift and get this all on here and make sure everything fits where it needs to fit, essentially. I'm going to leave the bolts in, and as I go, there's plenty of room in the front. I got 5 inches to work with, so everything from here on is wiggle room. So if I have to go backward, forward, plus it's really not that heavy, I can still lift it up a little bit, but obviously I don't want to blow my back out or anything like that. But you know, it's still, you're still able to maneuver it for what it is. But yeah, we'll leave the bolts in and we'll get this all strapped up, get it on a forklift, and we'll put this on. So you can see we got it on the back of the truck, and you can sort of see the gist of what this is going to look like. Obviously, we got the headache rack bottom support. You can see there's a big gap in here. Not too big, but he wants to be able to get behind there, wash everything, and do what he needs to keep it all clean. It's a new truck, I don't blame him, and he wants to keep up on it. This was sort of like a rush because he dropped this off and he was going away, so he didn't really have time to clean it. I'm probably going to clean it when I do the final install and everything. But this is what I was talking about with the gap. So you can see it sits flush right there, and then sort of all the beams that I have going across sit up about 1/4 of an inch. And then we got that right to the back of the plate. We'll put our diamond plate in the back, diamond plate floor. Obviously I still have to weld all this and underneath and all that stuff, but you can sort of see the gist of what we're doing. Now we're gonna have 2 pieces of tube coming off, or some type of bracket system, not quite sure yet, with diamond plate, just regular steel diamond plate fenders that I'm gonna make. And then in the back we're gonna cut these off, have the light bar come out, or light bracket, whatever you want to call it, come out through there. And we're gonna have 3 going this way and then 3 going that way on the headache rack. So I think it'll look really cool when it's all done and sharp. So this was part 1. Hope you liked it. Part 2 is coming up probably later this week, and then we're gonna get the painting and getting this done. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Like, comment, share, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.